Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours
Your uncle is coming up fast. Piece of junk is really showing off those new mods. It's neck and neck. This race is really heating up. pipe down out there. We got a race on. We've got a good, clean race today. Absolutely no funny business. We got some fine bots in this race. Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled this out before. Old Rusty's as steady as ever. Let's give him a hand, huh? What a race! What a race! You all get your bets in. I sure did. Coming up next, Lady Lovelace takes on the Iron Maiden in a head-to-head match. You don't want to miss this. And here they come. Iron Maiden is still in the lead. Bob's your uncle is coming up fast. Iron Maiden is still in the lead. This is one hell of a race. Hey, pipe down out there. We got a race on. Remember, we've got new bots in the list for tomorrow. Gonna be a great race. Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. He said Junk is really showing off those new mods. It's neck and neck. What a race! What a race! We've got a good, clean race today. Absolutely no funny business. You all get your bets in? I sure did. Back to the track. Old Rusty's as steady as ever. Let's give him a hand, huh? Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled this out before. We got some tough competition out here today. This race is really heating up.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
just fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat.
You need protection. Everyone does.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything hand-tooled.
buy and sell everything to everyone, except sins. No sins allowed
No
here.
skull in the league can withstand a swat.
Whatever you want, I ain't got time.
Hey,
What, you lost? I ain't a tour guide.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of self-prescribed Kim, as recommended by me, myself, and I.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
Don't let down the home team. Buy a swatter.
Ellie?
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Tell me more.
Our client is a fisherman who lives on the edge of the Commonwealth. Kenji Nakano. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. Said he'd go over everything when you meet him. But if you want my guess, missing person case. Guy had a worried look a mile long.
I'll go check it out. Thanks, Ellie.
The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small fishing house. He said that he and his wife will be waiting for you.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter?
Kenji, please. You've been at this for hours. Stop.
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
I'm with Valentine's Detective Agency. You asked for help?
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth.
I'm here to help. Tell me what happened.
It's all thanks to this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Or maybe she left on her own. She's not a child anymore. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable. I think maybe she left because she wanted her own life.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please.
Let's talk money. Investigations for the missing aren't cheap.
Of course. How does 350 cap sound?
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask.
We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse. Getting dark out. Maybe we should find a place to bed down for the night.
Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
Anything more you can tell me about Kasumi? The smallest detail could be important.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines.
Tell me more about this radio she was fixing.
I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter?
Why did your daughter really leave? Your wife says she left on her own, but you said it was kidnappers.
I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family with no explanation? Someone tricked her. Got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy. Are you all right? Hello? Are you all right?
Her grandfather? He taught her how to fix the radio?
Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old. Hello?
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Mrs. Nakano.
I suppose you have questions about my daughter.
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi was very excited about it. I figured she was secretly trying to make contact with Diamond City or another settlement. We're pretty isolated out here. She only has us for company, and Kenji can be overprotective.
I'd like to know more about Kasumi. Might shine a light on where she's gone.
My daughter is strong, focused, careful. That's how I know she's still alive. But why would she leave without telling us? Maybe we... No.
You're gonna drag that junk around.
Project log? Radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log, lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy. Project log, kitchen mixer. The circuits are still good, but all the mechanical parts are rusted through. Maybe I can...
All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city?
Wait, you're going now? No! Wait, Dad, I could come with you.
It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list.
You don't know what half that list is, Dad. I can help you. Really, I'll be...
I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
Okay.
I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you.
I love you too, Dad. Project log, Radiation King Television. Mom says these things actually used to broadcast pictures and sounds back before the war. She also mentioned that some of the ruins of the television studios are still around if you head to the city. Of course, she wasn't too happy when I asked if we could make a trip out there. I'm getting off track. I managed to repair the vacuum tubes and got the power working again, but, well, it's not like there's any working signal for this thing to receive. I'm just going to start stripping this thing for parts moving forward.
Glad it's clear tonight. I don't fancy slogging.
Project
around in the
log,
rain.
dreams. Recording what I can remember when I wake up. I keep having the same one. I'm in a white room. People are talking about me like I'm not there, or maybe they just don't care. And then there's this, I don't know, jolt, like a spark of electricity to the back of my head, and then everyone turns to look at me. God, I hope I don't have it again tonight.
You're gonna drag that junk around.
Hello? Testing? Project log. Holotape player. Managed to strip out the parts from this thing and make something that's easier to move around. Granddad always said you need to make a record when you start something. You know, in case you have to go back to it. So, I guess I'm going to start doing that. Maybe I should start with an inventory of all the parts I found?
Kasumi, your father needs help with the boat.
I'll be right there. Oh, damn. Was I recording that? Ugh.
Nothing but static. Excuse me, Mr. Nakano.
Did you have questions? About my daughter?
No more questions right now.
Work quickly, Detective.
Mrs. Nakano.
Did you have more questions about Kasumi?
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been fighting a lot more. All of us. Ever since Kasumi's grandfather passed away. He was the only one that could really talk to her. Kenji and I don't understand machines, but those two could work together for hours. She started staying in her grandfather's boathouse late into the night. I thought she was just trying to cope with the loss, but now I wonder what she was up to.
Tell me more about this radio your daughter was working on.
I remember Kasumi.
You and your husband don't seem to agree about why your daughter left.
We both want to find her. The world out there isn't a place where you want to be alone. But Kenji still sees her swaddled in diapers. He doesn't see a young woman with her own decisions to make. Maybe because it's more frightening. She wasn't tricked into leaving without telling us. That was her choice. She didn't want us to follow. Why?
Every detail is important, Mrs. Nakano. Don't hold back.
It's just that we've been... He was the only one that could... She started staying in her
Nothing else right now. Guide.
Project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They're trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go. To meet these synths, I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
I don't ask for much. Just need a full bottle and some bones to break.
Mr. Nakano.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter is human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
That's how synths work, Mrs. Nakano. They replace people. This could have happened recently.
I know my own daughter. She's not a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. Did you find where Kasumi went, Detective?
I think Kasumi took off somewhere up north. Do you know what's up there?
Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
Your daughter made contact.
What?
She's not a synth.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if your daughter is a synth, Mrs. Nakano. She's still a person who needs help.
But my daughter isn't a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone...
Sure.
Did you find where Kasumi went?
Your daughter made...
What?
She's not a synth.
Are you sure she's human, Mrs. Nakano?
Yes, I know my daughter and she hasn't changed. She's not some replacement.
This is what I was afraid of. Did you find where...
Your daughter made contact.
What?
She's not a synth.
Maybe your daughter is just confused. Having an identity crisis.
Oh God. Does she even think we're still her parents?
This is what I was afraid of. Did you find where...
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor.
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside. My father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance.
What can I expect out there, Kenji?
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
I'll get to the bottom of this, Kenji.
Thank you. And here, the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back home.
Tinker Tom's been looking for you.
Hey there. Hey, you're Charmer, right? I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer. Boss called me in on account of some rumors making their way through the Commonwealth. There's word that there's some kind of colony of synths way up the coast, all on their own. You heard anything like that?
Following a lead on a place called Far Harbor.
Never heard of it. Doesn't mean it's not connected, though. If you're already looking into it, don't let me stop you. Just let me know if you find anything, okay?
Welcome to the family. We're a colorful and arguably insane bunch. But you're stuck with us now. Speaking of which, if you don't mind a sidekick, let's keep a good thing going and travel together some more.
Let's go then.
I'm all ready.
Deacon?
Waiting for you, beautiful.
One more hour until my shift ends.
Ready to head back out?
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving.
And here she is, the one, the only, Kate! Is that how they used to do it in the combat zone?
I'd be glad to show you how we did things in the combat zone, Deacon. Name the time and the place.
When running synths out of the well, Wastelanders...
Hey, Doc.
I still can't believe Dez assigned you to our HQ.
I'm just here to help the cause.
Be that as it may, put simply, you shouldn't be here. It isn't a question of competence, it's a simple matter of security.
Letting me join is a risk, but in time, you'll be glad you did.
We'll see. Since you're one of us now, might as well try to keep you alive. If you need patching up, see me.
Good to know.
Word to the wise. Be prepared to improvise. You may find your operational orders lacking.
You're obviously one of the smartest people here. What do you really mean by that?
No one doubts Desdemona is, inspirational. But let's just say strategy may not be her forte. When planning a mission, a certain degree of clinical detachment can be invaluable.
I could see that.
Focus on the objective. Everything else is just a distraction. Good luck.
All this walking's wearing me out.
Deacon's record is the best. You could learn a lot from him. It's not an easy road you've chosen.
Hey, Tom.
Dez has given me clearance to set up my atmospheric sensors. Finally, I can prove that the Institute is terraforming the Commonwealth. Eat that, Carrington.
Yeah, that's really great, Tom.
I told Dez I could count on you. So my sensor, I call her Mila, needs to be up high, real high. Dez forced me to put some cameras and, other low-tech surveillance crap on it. Chuck that stuff.
I'll take good care of Mila.
She's got a lot of sensitive components. So I got the...
Glad you signed on. Means I might get to take the occasional night off.
This
Bet you never met a synth before Glory.
Hey, you. You the new heavy? Charmer, right?
In the flesh. Nice to meet another agent.
Likewise. Anyone crazy enough to join us is okay in my book. So the switchboard was crawling with bad guys. Mines and shit too. Any of that true? Or was Deacon bullshitting me again?
I didn't do it alone, but yeah, that's about the size of it.
That's hardcore. How'd you take down the old HQ? Please tell me you didn't go along with Deacon's in and out like a ghost crap.
With a whole lot of bullets and a whole lot of blood. Fortunately, the blood wasn't mine.
That's how you do it. Well, welcome to the party. After what happened to Tommy Whispers, we need another tough son of a bitch that can get shit done.
Thanks for inviting me.
We should, I don't know, bake a cake? 'Cause that's what you do, right? They call me Glory, the Angel of Death, the ass-kicking poster child of a liberated synth.
I like it.
What's not to like? You're helping out my people. So some advice? Kiss up to Tinker Tom. He's batshit crazy, but he's got all the good stuff.
Sounds like a good plan.
You know it. You take care out there.
Recalibrating using new data set.
Pam.
Processing. Agent. Charmer. Your arrival was not calculated.
That's a strange way to say hello.
Temporarily unable to process verbal input. Still processing. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive Analytic Machine.
Well, nice to meet you, Pam.
Introductory token recognized. Nice to meet you too. Unknown entity, I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region. Designate.
But you didn't predict me coming.
That's correct. Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output subject to an extremely high margin of error.
Even if you're wrong sometimes, that's unbelievable.
Repeat. Caution. Reliance on this unit's predictions is deemed unwise. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query. What is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Pam.
Commencing recurrence analysis using de Brovian method.
Are you injured?
Drag that junk around.
That's it. Should open this. Sanatorium, brother.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading, the moment the Institute.
Right.
To accomplish this, I've had our scribe.
Sounds like you're gonna have me crawling through the sewers now.
It could be the sewers. I want you. You seem to have a vested interest. If you discover a way in, any questions, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
I'd pursue your lead regarding Dr. Amari. I'm not certain if she's a crackpot. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
We're getting a 3% Z tilt. Adjusting thrust recommended.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
All systems are green. All stations reporting no malfunctions. Let me...
Gals. I don't have time for that.
That's a real shame. They could really use someone like you to look up to. I think it's time for you to pass your skills on to...
What exactly do I have to do?
An easy mission with a huge payoff. A squire will shadow you as you clear a location of those anomalies created by the bomb. Mutants, synths, and the like. The squire learns from you, and the Commonwealth is a little cleaner. What do you say?
I'm happy to help out.
Excellent. A squire will be waiting for you down below. She'll have the location. Go show her how the Brotherhood gets things done.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth. Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
Proctor.
Ah, Knight. You have technical documents.
I found some technical documents for you.
And they're in wonderful condition as well. Excellent work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Quinlan?
Ah, Knight. You have
Neither. Not right now.
That's discouraging news.
Uh-huh.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
If we want to win the people's hearts and
The
minds,
Pridwin is a
we have to
magnificent
spread
ship,
the word.
and we're lucky to have her in
Ready
our
to
arsenal.
continue our mission, soldier?
Not now.
No problem. Let me know when you're ready.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Proctor Tegan.
I realize it's not the most glamorous of missions, but hell, neither is starving.
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods. Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time.
Right.
Slap a few of them onto your weapons.
Let me see what you have.
Be my guest.
step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
When I get off duty, that Salisbury steak is mine.
Give me a laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
Opens with a key.
Welcome back. I heard about the operation at Fort Strong. Any injuries that require attending to?
Could use some supplies, actually.
Scribes have been stocking us up. Help yourself.
You should stay on point. Your instincts seem to be right on target.
Never did understand how you folks ate inside those big tin cans.
What's our next move?
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor.
Need something?
So you're the new knight I heard about? Glad to have you on the team.
Can't break the code.
We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Squire.
I flew on a vertibird one time. The pilot even let me fire the minigun a few times. That was the best day ever. Maxon said we're the future of the Brotherhood, so it's important for us to learn as much as we can.